we will be very clear on this program because Attorney Golan is actually an expert, so he knows what's going on in the part of immigration. I've always thought that he should be part of this process. Attorney Golan, you should form part of this board that decides what's good for those immigrants, because you've been working for the immigrants for so many years and you know how they can legitimate this process. Now, let's be positive and say that everything is approved, which is very idealistic. And later on, we'll go to the other segment wherein what happens if it's not approved. So let's suppose this is approved, Attorney Golan. So these people who had applied for Daca, do they get their green card immediately? There'll be a path to citizenship. What happens next?
Look, according to the President's proposal, about 1.8 million people who came to the U.S. as young children. We don't know exactly at what age and what is the cutoff date, but let's assume it's the same as in the Obama program, which means people who came to the United States as children under 16 before 2007, a long time ago, 10 years ago. So they have been here more than 10 years, okay? And doesn't matter what age they are now, doesn't matter what level of education they achieved, they all will get some kind of green cards, not the same green cards that everybody else gets. They will get some kind of green cards, which will give them the legal right to stay and work in the United States, to travel in and out of the United States, and to apply for U.S. citizenship in 12 years. This is what the President suggests. We will make them legal residents, and their eligibility for citizenship will not be in 5 years, but in 12 years. So 1.8 million, 1,800,000 young people will be able to become American citizen 12 years later, in 12 years. Okay, this is what the President is proposing for this group of people.
Does that mean to say, Attorney Golan, that all the 800,000 applicants will have this approval to have some sort of a green card? Or will they undergo another screening process to find out if they've had criminal records, or they'll be more detailed in their particular background screening?
Oh, you may be sure they will undergo a second screening process. And everything will be quite slow, because this is how the Immigration Service is working today, and they will have to pay new filing fees, and maybe there will be also some kind of penalty for being illegal here. President Trump will not make it easy for them.
And what happens to the parents, actually, who are illegal, who were the ones who brought in their children to the United States?
Well, this will be the subject of the other deal about comprehensive immigration reform. The President would prefer not to do anything about them, to leave them dangling around like this. However, the Democrats, I hope, will insist on finding a solution for those additional people, many of them parents of American citizens and parents of Daca beneficiaries, and they will tell the President, if you want to have a solution to chain migration and other problems, let us also find a solution to the 9, 10, 11 million undocumented aliens.
How do you see this, Attorney Golan? Would you say that there will be forgiveness for those people who are Daca applicants who are now working actually legally because they don't have the legal documentation? And what about those people who have gotten married? Let's say there is a situation that I have read and that sent a situation wherein this Daca applicant has already gotten married to a U.S. citizen. Will she be forgiven? Will she have that opportunity because this was even televised that the husband served in the army, a U.S. citizen who served in the army? Will this be an exception?
Look, the fact that the Daca beneficiary is permitted to stay and work here does not make this beneficiary, man or woman, eligible for adjustment of status today, under today's law. Because there are some issues here. For example, did this DACA beneficiary enter the United States with a visa or with no visa? If the DACA beneficiary entered the United States with a visa, however, stayed here illegally and was employed illegally, by marriage to a citizen, this DACA beneficiary is eligible for adjustment of status and to get a green card. But if this DACA beneficiary, man or woman, entered the United States without a visa, as many of them did coming across the border for Mexico, then entering without a visa makes you not eligible to get an adjustment of status. You still have to leave the country to get your green card. However, again, like everything has another however and on top of a however, if this DACA beneficiary is married to an American citizen who is serving or did serve in the United States Army, he is eligible for another waiver, for another pardon, for entering illegally, and then he or she can get adjustment of status in the United States without having to leave the country.
Oh, so there's a ray of hope in this particular situation.
For that particular applicant, maybe yes.
I see. That's good news. That means to say, Attorney Golan, that if there are about approximately 800,000 applicants for DACA, it doesn't mean to say that all of the 800,000 will get a path to citizenship or will even get the temporary green card that's special for them, because there will be undergoing still a second screening, and who knows what type of background they have, because you've been explaining it depends on so many factors. So for those DACA applicants, I always believe in consulting immediately an immigration expert. I wonder why. I had been inquiring and surveying and interviewing many of those who belong to this category, and they have not really consulted with a lawyer. They probably have the impression that if this is approved, they will automatically be approved. But depends on the situation, as you had explained right now.
Well, we need to distinguish between what they can do, those DACA applicants, what they can do under the present law, and what they may be able to do under the new Trump law. Under the present law, not every DACA beneficiary is able to get a green card, even if they marry an American citizen. However, I believe that under the new Trump law, if it passes, there will be some new waivers, new deals, new arrangements for all the DACA beneficiaries to be able to get the special and unusual green cards that President Trump has in mind.